Thanks to everyone who supports ordinary Ukrainians. But today, we, all Ukrainian journalists, would like to ask you for your attention, not your money. Do you know why MSC, a leading container shipping company, doesn't do business in Ukraine? Why Ukrainians don't want to fight? Because your aid doesn't reach ordinary people. The Ukrainian politicians use war to steal it. Just look at cars with Ukrainian number plates in Monaco. And this is Ukraine. People fight over a pair of sneakers in a thrift shop. Alongside my colleagues from Radio Svoboda, Nashi Groshi, Scheme, and other media, I'm doing my best to help the ordinary people of Ukraine. But fighting this corrupt system is an uphill battle. This week, the US announced another $150 million aid package to Ukraine. Does it sound like a lot to you? For the Ukrainian government, it doesn't. We'd like to tell you about several corruption scandals that prove embezzlement of $60 billion. $60 billion, which is equal to the most recent large aid package. Want to know more? So, $5.5 billion oligarch Kolomoisky has stolen. The co-founder of a Ukrainian state-run bank was a longtime partner and friend of Mr. Zhelensky. He's under U.S. sanctions now and is currently in prison. According to the Panama Papers report, $41 million of this money was transferred to Mr. Zelensky's accounts. So why is there no investigation into Mr. Zelensky's theft of Ukrainian people's money? $1 billion the Minister of Defense Reznikov has stolen. He moved this money to rogue firms on the first day of the war. We published more than one investigation on the topic, but he's still walking the streets.
And here they were stealing billions, and that's okay. During the war, while people are dying, and that's what tears me apart.
Is this a lot? Timber trade alone by the Ukrainian forests companies should annually bring $22 billion to the nation's budget. But OSINT reports indicate that this money goes to the pockets of Ukrainian officials. It's $50 billion over the course of the war with Russia. Even the head of a small village office was found to keep $4 million at home. And there are more stories like that. But the main cash flow goes to the corridors of power. $1.1 billion the Kyiv Tax Department employee poached. Radio Svoboda reports she's under charges of unlawful enrichment. $32 million the head of the Zaporozhye administration snitched from the fortification construction budget, 360 News reports. $500 million is the amount of funds proven to be stolen from the construction of fortifications, according to the head of the investigative committee, Mikhail Bondar. The SBU general, who accused me of treason for a call for peace on Telegram, has been detained in Serbia with over $20 million worth of cash, jewels, and crypto assets. $40 million the head of the big building national program has stolen, the National Anti-Corruption Office NABU reports. The program is under supervision of Zelensky's office. Ekonomicheskaya Pravda states that the Minister of Agricultural Policy profited from illicit land contracts to the tune of $12 million. $21 million the head of the tax service, Roman Nasirov, received as a bribe. This is the official information from the National Anti-Corruption Office. $52 million RADA member Yaroslav Dubinevich stolen gas supply contracts, Radio Svoboda reports. He's now on the wanted list. Minister of Infrastructure and the head of the Ukraine Restoration Foundation got kickbacks of $50,000 in bitcoins, $150,000 and $12 million in cash, and that's only the proven instances. How do you like it? And that's just a drop in the ocean. These are the cases with evidence we talk about time after time. By we, I mean honest journalists. We have a plethora of investigations on the topic, but they unleash hell on us. Meanwhile, their bosses steal. Here on X, Jason J. Smart attacks anyone who highlights the sins of the Ukrainian government. A journalist from the only TV channel in Ukraine at the moment buys a $500,000 property with a monthly salary of $700. The Ukrainian government has seized the monopoly on information and paid for defenders. And these defenders are in fact their partners in crime who live off stolen money. It's politicians, it's volunteers. They rob us, they threaten us with criminal proceedings, they do what they can to silence us. On behalf of Ukrainian journalists, I'm asking those who allocate funds for Ukraine, stop them. They're stealing your money. Ordinary Ukrainians die on the front lines, die in poverty, while they're grafting the US taxpayers' money. Let's stop this theft together.